This is CJ the Body, and this is my very first YouTube video on the recap of last night's season premiere of Housewives of Atlanta. Let me start off with saying I was a little bit disappointed because the taglines weren't on this episode. We used to seeing the girls saying something funny or cute at the beginning, but they didn't do it. Hopefully they'll do it next episode. The show started off with Candy Burris at the restaurant that she owns with Ty, OLG or Old Lady Gang. There she's telling Ty that, she's feeling a little bit overwhelmed. With the restaurant being such a huge success and being a mom, and as you can hear Escape in the background, they're reuniting. And congratulations, today is November 6th, the very first National Escape Day today is in Atlanta. But she's feeling very overwhelmed or whatever. But Ty reassures her that he has her back. And, they got to get it while the getting is good. The restaurant's doing good, so he can focus on that. And she can do what she got to do in the studio with the girls. Then we see Cynthia Bailey at Lake Bailey. She invites Nene over and Kenya. There she surprises them. They didn't know each other was coming over. But before Kenya got there, Nene and Cynthia were talking about Kenya's wedding. And Nene was basically saying she doesn't think it's kind of real until she hears something from Kenya because we've only heard about it from the blogs. Cynthia says she's talked to her friend and she admitted that she is married, but she doesn't know his name. She's kind of lost on when that they met, whether it was 8 months ago or 4 months ago. But we do know he owns a restaurant and we're only allowed to call him Baby for now. Or whatever. So then Kenya pops up. Her and Nene greet each other. Happy to see one another. And Nene gets straight to the point. She's like, girl, are you married? She admits she's married. They met in New York. He owns restaurants in New York. And his name is Baby for now. The girls also discuss Cynthia's 50th birthday party, which she's throwing for herself, called the 50 Shades of Cynthia. And she wants all the ladies to get up, get dressed like in her Cynthia wigs and her Cynthia outfits and try to create some of her looks, which I think is a very good idea because Cynthia always has a look. Then we see Portia. Portia returns this year explaining how she's doing a podcast with her sister. And this year she's kind of straying away from friends and more so sticking towards family, being with the drama she had with Phaedra last season with Candy. She accused Phaedra told Portia that Candy tried to drug and rape her, which sounded ridiculous to everybody. And we didn't know all season long. Well, we knew, but they didn't know all season long last year that Phaedra made everything up. It got brought out on a reunion, a big thing. And Phaedra no longer is on the show this season. But Portia has admitted that Phaedra has reached out to her about 4 or 5 times. She hasn't said that they actually spoke. She just said that they reached out. But she has not reached out to Candy at all, being that she thinks Candy needs some space and time. I genuinely think she's just scared of the confrontation she's going to have with Candy, being that, girl, you made assumptions of this, so I was going to rape you or whatever. Even if Phaedra told you should have came to Candy and asked her specifically, like, were you trying to do this? When she brought it up to Candy last year, it was kind of more of a, I heard this. It wasn't in a question form. It was more of a accusation form. She was accusing Candy of it. Nene and Sheree at Nene's new shop down in Atlanta called Swag Boutique. There the ladies discuss how, Kenya's married. We found out that her new husband's name is Mark Daly. And again, we only found that out through social media through Kenya, but she's never verbally told a lot of the ladies that she was even married. So a lot of them are still antsy about the whole situation. Because Kenya is known for hiring guys to be her boyfriends, allegedly, in previous seasons. Sheree also brings up Portia, Candy, and Phaedra's situation again from last year. And Nene let her know she knows all about it. So Sheree feels as though Portia is more of a victim in the situation. And I don't believe that. Neither does Nene. Sheree feels like Phaedra manipulated Portia and mind controlled her, or whatever the case may be. Not those words per se, but basically that's what she was saying. And like Nene, and I also agree that she has a mind of her own. She's able to think for herself. And instead of coming at somebody with accusations like that, you should have pulled them off a camera or something and asked them then, in private. But Nene feels as though her and Portia's relationship is tarnished because 2 years ago, Nene told Phaedra, you know, you got to keep your hands off of people, stop getting in fights with people, because people are starting not to want to record with you, work with you, certain stuff like that. So, you know, that can tarnish your brand. I don't think Portia quite understood where Nene was coming from. She kind of felt like Nene put her on Front Street with everything, being that it happened in front of all the other ladies and on national TV at the reunion. We then see Kenya talking to her dad about her marriage. Of course, the dad didn't know anything about it because she did elope, so she had to break the news to him. He heard about it through the tabloids and the media like us all, so she did have to call and confirm it to him. He was a little bit disappointed, though, because being that that's his daughter, he wanted to be able to, you know, walk her down the aisle and, you know, give her away to her husband-to-be, but he didn't get that opportunity. But he did wish her very, very good wishes, wished her nothing but success, and he couldn't wait to meet the guy. And, you know, just be cautious because it is a new marriage and a new relationship at the same time. So he's just wanting her to be cautious. Portia and Sheree go wig shopping. And, of course, Sheree being the bone carrier again, she asks Portia, you know, have you spoke to Nene? Portia explains no because, you know, she hasn't been feeling like Nene's been a real genuine friend to her lately. She goes into detail with saying how Nene said she should be fired from the cast of Housewives of Atlanta. Which back in Watch What Happened Live's interview, they called in and asked Nene who would she replace on the show. And she said freaking fraud, which is an example of freaking frack, what we call Portia and Phaedra. So basically saying she will replace Portia and Phaedra, which Phaedra did lose her position. So Portia thinks, you know, as a friend, you shouldn't be throwing me under the bus like that and saying I should lose my job and this and that. So they kind of have a misunderstanding about why they fell out, but they kind of break into it a little bit at Cynthia's party, which is where the ladies meet up at next. And of course, Candy shows up flawless with roller cans in her hair and everything. Kenya had on a short wig. Portia had on the afro wig, and the ladies just dialed it up and did the nines and came out as Cynthia, and they all looked very, very nice. At the party, Portia walks in. Her and Sheree were late. They arrived together. They were a little late. So, of course, the other ladies were already mixing, mingling with each other. So, when they approached the ladies, for some odd reason, Portia did reach out to give Candy a hug. She spoke to Nene, but didn't hug her and moved on and hugged another guest. And Candy, she had an epiphany, like, why the fuck did I just hug her? Just out of habit or whatever, I'm guessing, because I'm a Taurus, and I know I will have a relapse when I'm holding a grudge and then get mad all over again, like, no, fuck it, I'm still mad. But the ladies are in a contest, and Candy won for the best Cynthia outfit or whatever. And the ladies also sit around and start talking. Candy dismisses herself because she doesn't really want to talk to Portia or be in a conversation with Portia. So Portia and Sheree are talking, and Sheree basically is like, you need to talk to Nene while we're here, which I think is the wrong place to do at Cynthia's 50th birthday party. But when you see somebody, you gotta handle a situation, you gotta do what you gotta do. But Nene was paying her. When they did try to talk the first time, Nene paid her and blew her dust. And Cynthia even promoted them to talk. So I guess it was okay. Cynthia agreed that Nene should talk to her. Nene walks up to Portia, basically, and check Portia mode. She confronted Portia. Portia's dwelling on something that she said happened 3 weeks ago when Nene did the interview. Nene's basically saying our friendship is bigger than just that one thing. Nene feels as though she's encouraged Portia to do a lot, be it her own independence with her relationship or, you know, business ventures or just good, friendly, sisterly advice. Nene has felt like she's never done anything to jeopardize or tarnish their friendship. But Portia is dwelling on the one topic of the Watch What Happens Live interview of her saying that she should be fired. And I kind of can understand where both ladies are coming from. Nene won't apologize, I'm sure, because she's saying she never used the words fired. She did use the words replace or get rid of or something like that. She never said the words fired, but you're basically insinuating that you will fire the girl. So I can see where Portia's talking about being that you're friends. Why would you say I should get fired? But like Nene also said, if somebody calls in and asks my honest opinion, that's my honest opinion. And I'm a very blunt person, so I can understand completely how she feels. We left off with the two ladies, you know, separating from one another. They didn't make any kind of progress with their relationship. Portia basically feels like Nene just wants her to kiss her ass. And since she has a mind of her own, she's not going to kiss her ass. So we're just looking forward to the rest of the season. I can't wait. And please leave your comments and opinions and anything else that can help my videos get better. And any other conversations or topics you guys want to talk about, I will very much appreciate it. Have a good night.